Hey everybody, this is Skystone, and this is going to be another top 10 about Pokemon, but it is not about the soundtrack. It's more about the actual battles that happen. So, without further ado, let's focus on the top 10 Pokemon battle themes in Pokemon. Now, your list will probably be a lot different from mine, just because, for the obvious reason, it's my opinion. It's not really yours, so yeah. And also, I haven't played every single Pokemon game, so could be that too. Alrighty then, let's start with number 10. Trainer battles aren't supposed to be difficult to the point they're unbeatable. They're supposed to be difficult enough so that if you make a wrong move too many times, you'll easily be defeated. In response to this, the battle theme conveys a hype in a trainer battle, in which both the trainers are battling mostly for fun, yet still competitively to give the player a nice, enjoyable time. I picked Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald's version because I'm, well, mostly familiar with this theme, and since Nintendo also uses this theme in slightly different styles throughout its games than not. In fact, this particular theme can be found in Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Pokemon Stadium, and it can also be found in parts of the Sinnoh trainer battle theme as well. Number 9. You know, this song kind of reminds me about Freytag's Pyramid. Well, not so much as like the whole entire pyramid itself, but I mean, if you remember it, then you know that there's a climax and there's an exposition, and in between there's the rise in action. This song basically reminds me of like the actual rise in action and how you're trying to overcome an obstacle in the story. Which is mainly why I picked this song for number 9, as it shows tension and struggle in order to capture or, make these Pokemon faint. And yes, Regigigas did have another theme like this, but it was just way too sped up and I didn't like it as much. Either way, I definitely think the song gives a sense as to how ancient the creatures are with its ambient sounds, at the same time demonstrating that these monsters are no easy task to defeat. Number 8. This is a nice theme that almost everybody loves. It's fast, gets your blood pumping, it's just plain enjoyable. I also picked Red and Blue's Gym Leader theme in particular because it's mostly more memorable and more recognizable than the others that followed on afterwards. Whether this is the first or millionth time you've heard this song, we can all agree it's a good standard gym battle theme, especially when it's stuck in your head in day-to-day life. Number 7. In Generation 3, you are fighting against two different teams who are trying to achieve their very own goals, and they're very, very different. Team Aqua is trying to raise the tide, while Team Magma is trying to create more land. What I've always found was strange is that they always share the same theme, both their leaders and their grunts. It's as if one of the teams went up to the other one and politely asked if they could borrow their music. That, or they were both like, F it, let's just work together since producing songs is way too hard. Either way, I find this slightly comical as they both share the same theme and there's no indication as to why. And also since both of the grunts are extremely easy to defeat, which is kinda weird since the song is pretty intense. Also, I picked the grunts theme in comparison to the leader's theme because it just sounded a lot better in my opinion. I don't know what they did with the leader's theme, but it wasn't as good. Either way, I like to think of the song to be pretty unique. It has something going for it, probably because it starts off pretty fast and then evens off to a nice tempo. And then again, the Egyptian theme, that's pretty unique too. In the end, I like it. I really do. I can see why some people wouldn't like Garrett's theme, since it's a lot different than most of the battle music we hear. But in my opinion, it's awesome. I like how it's very different and it stands out from most of the themes we hear in battles. I also really like how the theme constantly changes the tempo and pitch to make it sound really weird and abnormal. The intro is probably the best part of this theme. It's still the most unique in any Pokemon battle I've heard so far. Therefore, making it my number 6 in this top 10. Number 5. Another Pokemon Legendary battle? Nope. You're finding the Elite Four, so good luck with that. I'm sure this is showing my nostalgia for the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald again, but there's just something I really like about hearing the Elite Four theme in these versions. Either way, I'm sure you can agree that it sounds pretty epic from the start. Now, it definitely has some flaws, as it mostly just repeats after the intro, which does get annoying a little bit, but I think it does its job well, since the repeated parts are like the ups and downs when you're battling against the elites. Number 4. Tharsis' theme is pretty interesting to listen to. It's not too fast-paced, nor is it too loose to show that he's going all out on you. Later on in the music, however, you can detect where the theme gets looser as an indication that even with Cyrus's emotions hidden, he still has some, and that he wants to succeed no matter what the cost. In the end, I think this theme is certainly appropriate for Cyrus. As for an emotionless leader of Team Galactic, he still has to be feared for his grunts, whether by his soundtrack or his trademark glassy stare. I mean, seriously, why is he staring at me like that? Number 3. Barry's theme is definitely a theme I respect and enjoy to listen to from a rival battle. Like, if I were to define a rival battle's theme, this would be it. There are other rival battles, yeah, but they just aren't as good as this. The other ones sound as if they're either A, surprised that they're battling you, B, sound as if they're going all out on you without the fun, or C, just sound weird. Make no mistake, however, as I certainly like the other rival battle music. I prefer Barry's over the rest. Yes, that includes the rival battle from Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, so hopefully I'm not as biased here. Barry's theme also caters to his high-speed personality, which is something I always thought was interesting. Something else to note is that I always think of a particular friend of mine whenever this song plays. But you won't guess, but it's the Ugly Igloo. Yeah, they don't look anything alike. Maybe it's just a song or something. Overall, I think Barry's theme is pretty sick. Just hope he doesn't get full of himself. Number 2. What a perfect battle to complement such awesome creatures. This theme brings a good amount of memories to me, and the intro building up is pretty awesome. However, after that it does have some flaws, as it mostly repeats the same melody over and over again. Nonetheless, it's still an awesome battle theme to listen to and fight in, making it my number 2 in this top 10. I'm sure most of you are waiting to hear the song somewhere on the list. Not only is it used for the final champion, but it's also used for the trainer Red himself. I picked the original Gold and Silver's theme since I thought it gave more adrenaline to the player when listening to it when compared to the remakes. The only flaw I could find with this theme is that it does seem to repeat a bit, just like the ancient Pokemon battle. But hey, I guess that's why Black and White remastered the theme to give more depth. In the end, however, the song's epicness tops every Pokemon theme I know so far. Therefore, making it my number 1 Pokemon battle theme to listen and play in any Pokemon game thus far. So hopefully this top 10 was a lot better than the last top 10 I did. Tried to put more effort into it, so I hope it's better. I'd like to thank the Ugly Igloo for letting me use his face as an example. Yes, I am thanking you for letting me use your face. And I'd also like to thank you guys, viewers who are watching this video right now, because otherwise I'd just be some random dude talking about random stuff into a mic. Which is kind of weird when you think about it, but anyways. I'm sure most of you had different opinions as to what your top 10 Pokemon battle themes would be, so comment down below about your list, because I'm kind of interested in seeing that kind of stuff. So once again, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get started on collecting some Harry Potter silver cards, and that's about it. So yeah, bye.